Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. God says in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Hear me well on this day. This day when you have reached the hilltop and you are deciding on next jobs, next steps, careers, further education. You would rather find purpose than a job or a career. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose.
Hey y'all, it's me, MeganA'Nya, and I'm back, and you're listening to the Worldwide Diary Entry. # Dear Broken Adolescent. Let's get into today's topic. Let's just have that epiphany. Let's have that moment of realization that I guess I'm not a kid anymore, y'all. Let's just get into it for today. So, yeah. Okay, y'all, so let's just get into it for today. I guess I'm not a kid anymore, y'all. Finally hitting that age where the law says that you're an adult. But if you're like me and your parents are African American, as long as you're living under their roof, you are not grown. But no, that's just a disclaimer for real. But life has just been moving so fast in a positive way for me, though. I hope that everyone who's listening can say the same. And to be honest, I have just been growing up and realizing that some adults are just people who have big responsibilities and expectations as an adult, but mentally and emotionally, they are just big kids at heart, and they play like kids, think like kids, respond like kids. And some adults do, put on their adult hats and be responsible and stuff, but we're all different. Everyone is just trying to figure it out for real. But as a young adult, fresh out of adolescence, come on this journey along with me. So, yeah. I feel like in life we fail to realize that everything has an order to it for the most part. Everything happens for a reason, and some things are just for you and some things are not. But I think we should focus on that transition that we have as humans from being a kid to I'm responsible of my own life, and I may or may not have someone to fall back on if things get bad. So that transition from adolescence to adulthood. For one, I'm just gonna start out with sharing my experiences and some examples around, me, and just show different perspectives of me transitioning from being a kid and just being an adolescent, figuring it out, being upset about small stuff, to actually having responsibilities, going out about my day, driving, just, working, being a big kid, but not a kid anymore, soon to be, you feel me? So this is my senior year, which means no more grade school, moving on to college, going from parents doing some stuff for you to having to take responsibility of your life, jumping off the porch. Some people are already off the porch more than others, and that's just a slang word for leaving the nest or just being away from your parents and having responsibility of yourself and living your life to what's best for you, which is that if that's financially, emotionally, mentally, it's all in your hands when you're off the porch. But me, I would say my mindset has been off the porch a lot longer than my physical being. So you feel me? Like, I just feel like I'm mature mentally and I have a lot of experience that gives me a lot of mental perspectives, but I haven't physically gotten out there, started doing my own thing, being in my own space, driving my own car and doing my own thing. So I'm not there just yet, but give me a good 2 more weeks and we might be having a different conversation, right? But I would say that so far my transition has been healthy, very calm and protected as of right now. And just getting ready to graduate, getting ready to go to college and be in my own space. I would say as of right now, because I haven't graduated yet, but I'm about to. As of right now, everything's been chilling for real. Like, friends, my environment, people who I keep around me, my grades been good, the brand been doing its thing. I got so much more stuff coming up. Like, I'm excited. So yeah, everything's been good for me, and that's my experience. And this is what I'm saying by, like, I'm not a kid anymore, we're growing up. Like that one show, Grownish, like, watch our world, we're grown now, guys. Like, we're the new adults. So dear broke adolescent, how does it feel to be the new adult and being able to be the new voice and be the new mentors and guide the new generation after us, y'all? Really just tune in and get with it. I just feel like your actions lead you to where you are, whether that is positive or negative. But I play my role in things in my life and play it out the way that they are, and just control the things that I can control, like my actions, and I peep my environment and keep a positive perspective while I'm in that environment, and just make everything in life work for me, because this is my life. So I feel like once you get the gist of that and start pushing more, and I'm gonna just stay calm and pay attention, but still do what I want to do at the end of the day, because this is my life. But make it work for me. So whatever that means to you, you live by that, but it's been working for me. I just feel like an epiphany that I've had lately is growth. Like, everything just starts to add up. What's worse ends up turning into peace. Like, everything circles back in the end. So remember, if you're watching these episodes strategically, the last episode I asked a question: what's worse, going from peace to no peace, or going from no peace to not understanding or knowing how to accept peace? But that transition can be rocky for some, whether you went to school or after high school, or you went straight into the work field, whether you had a kid at a young age, whether you have no family or no support, whatever the case may be. Everybody's transition from adolescence to adulthood is different based off your environment and your circumstance. So dear broken adolescent, let's really just get into it. Understand that you are loved and you are valued. But sometimes you gotta figure out how to make things work for yourself and take over your life. Don't allow the intentions of others or intense emotions override who you are, your heart posture, and your perspective of what's best. Even when you no longer have no idea what's best, follow your first thought if it feels like that's the right move to make. Also, Don't allow your emotions to dictate how you live your life. Take control. Take the steps to get everything that you desire, and never give up. Just to throw out some situations, maybe you work 2 jobs and maybe you're really trying to make ends meet, or maybe you're being forced off the porch with no help, or maybe you're a single parent and you're young with a little support, and maybe you just have no desire to do anything. Maybe you're facing mental health. All examples of situations that could interfere with your transition. Growing up too fast or taking too long to grow up. My whole thing was I refused to be a broken adult, because again, a lot of these adults have some things that run deep and that have gone unaddressed for so long. But you can't even blame it, because mental health and stuff has just become, a big topic. People didn't know any better, so how can you do better when you don't know any better? Ignorance is a bliss. So, but I feel as if a lot of people should take the initiative with the knowledge that they do gain within the present day. You're never too old to change or grow or, heal certain things that cut deep a long time ago. So I just feel like now I'm not making excuses for anyone, but some people do have just a lot going on and have no control over their situations. But I feel as if everyone should just try their best to do something to improve themselves and focus on things that you can control. Procrastination, just do it. If you have a bad sleeping habit, just force yourself to not take naps or wake up on time on your alarms and be productive. If you got eating habits, I'm gonna just pass that one because that's a sensitive topic and I have no experience for real to speak on it. But these are things that you can all think about and be sensitive about, but also improve because you have control over those things in your life. So, yeah. But yeah, sometimes that transition from childhood to adulthood can be rocky, but don't get stuck in the transition. Actually take control during that transition. I look at it as a window to make all changes. Pick and choose your battles. Make stuff work for you. Make your own decisions because you can. And do your big one because who's going to stop you? Don't focus on how rocky the path can get. Just focus on the things that you can control and try not to fall so that you can make it to the end to see the path that you've walked all along. And now I just feel as if I have a question for y'all. At what age should we grow up? But yeah, just understand that this is a process. And just take your time and know that it's all a part of growing up. All the feelings that you may be facing, if you're alone, if you're doing it alone, I understand. And, we're just not kids anymore. Like, at what age are we going to grow up? At what age are we going to just pay attention to what's benefiting our lives and what's not, the choices that we're making, the people that we surround ourselves with, the environment we surround ourselves with, the habits and lifestyles that we have. Because it's all fun and games while you're in high school, some things you just do because you're high school, like, be for real. But there are some times where you need to let's rear it in and really look at the bigger picture for real. But that's all I have today. I guess we're not kids anymore. Congratulations, class of 2024. I'm included in that. I'm just putting that out there already because we're growing up, like things are happening so fast, changes are happening. So I am so excited for everybody to come along with me on this journey and see all the great things that I have to prosper and to come. So just follow along, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on social medias. Like really just catch a vibe for real, catch a vibe with me, catch a vibe with our community. And this is a worldwide diary entry. Talk to me, let me know how y'all feeling. I'm finna get out more, and yeah, see y'all in real world. Guess I'm not a kid anymore. Hashtag dear book adolescent.